Good evening, dreamers. This is Rob from Gay Guy Plays, and today we are back with another installment of the weekly Nightwave. Oh my god, the accent is absolutely cringy, but you know what? We're gonna go ahead and roll with it. Regardless, for those of you who have absolutely no clue what the hell is going on here, this is going to be a series that I'm trying to do every Sunday evening or maybe Monday morning, depending on what's going on with life, where we go ahead and take a look at the Nightwave missions that are coming up this week, offering up some strategies or some cool, fun ways to spice the missions up a little bit, because I'm gonna tell you right now that fucking 8 bounties in the plains of Orb of Valis, or whatever the hell it's called, absolutely sucked the life out of me. That was legitimately the last mission that I had to complete from last week. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's to come. And I do have to say one thing real quick. I'm so appreciative of everybody who left comments down in the comment section last week with how to take on things like the vaults or whatnot. I got a lot of great ideas from that. I even went ahead and took the Neja suggestion. I did the operator a couple times, and then I thought I would go ahead and spice it up with trying out Neja for the vaults, and everything went swimmingly, except for when the wolf showed up and I was absolutely solo with 4 different keys. And I had to take him on live on stream with all of those handicaps, which was definitely not the most pleasant moment of my life, but he did end up dropping absolutely nothing at all. It was just a terrible mod. Let's go ahead and take a look at a quick overview of what's coming up this week, and I'm going to be honest with you, I am annoyed. So as you can see right here, we have Warning Shot, and I'm already halfway through this one. It's kill 200 enemies, very, very simple. We have Earth Fisher, catch 6 rare fish in the plains of Eidolon. We have Gilded, which is the first problematic one that we're running into, which is Guild 1 modular item. We'll talk about that in a second. I do want to sneak down here real quick because I did finish one, which is Eliminator, complete 3 exterminate missions, so that is also going to be on the roster. Then we have complete 3 spy missions. We have use Forma 3 times. I'm also annoyed at this. We have Protector, complete 3 mobile defense missions. Rescuer, complete 3 rescue missions. Kill the Profit Taker with friends. Now, for those of you guys who don't know how things go on around here, I do have a Tuesday night stream over at twitch.tv/agayguyplays, where we go ahead and take on some of the with friends missions live on stream. And you know, there's a group of people there too that you can go ahead and reach out to just in case you want to get friendly and knock out those night waves. Next we have Kill Shot, which is kill 1,500 enemies, very, very easy. And then finally, unlock 10 relics. So as you can see, there's actually a couple that I made moves on already, and that was unlock relic. So I actually did 3 exterminate missions, which were relic missions, so I was able to do that. Then as I was achieving that, of course, I made progress on Warning Shot as well as Kill Shot. So that's going to be the major strategy this week. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, what you want to do is go up to this little fissure missions thing here and go ahead and take a look at the different missions that are available. What you're going to be looking for, I believe, is mobile defense. I don't know, is there rescue and spy in there too? I tuned those out of my brain because those are my least favorite, but I did manage to go ahead and take care of exterminate that way. So go ahead and find the rest of those missions and do a little almost like 3 for 1. The relic, the specific mission type, and then the kills. 4 for 1 because there are 2 kills ones there. Of course, the Plate of Eidolon fishing one is not hard at all. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's a little painful for the rare fishes in the plains of Eidolon. Maybe you got to do it at night, or maybe you got to do it when it's raining to really get the best chance at it without bait. But for me, I'm just like a simple, like, I ain't trying to fuck around waiting for shit kind of thing. Just like with last week, we had the catch rare fish in the orb. I just fucking said, nope, gonna go toss out some bait and knock it out in a matter of minutes. So me personally, I like using baits. If you guys have any tips on how to not use baits for those people, go ahead and toss that down in the comments below. Now, the ones this week that have really managed to piss me off are, of course, Gilded, which is Guild 1 modular item, and Polarized. So Gilded, listen, I've already created all of the things that I've wanted to create. Like, I'm an early adopter when it comes to stuff. So when I see things like Gilded, I'm like, Guild what? I'm done. I'm complete. Why are you gonna toss this up in the mix and force me to create something else that I don't necessarily need to use? So what I think I'm going to do this week is maybe take a look at all of the different operator weapons and really kind of like tune in on which weapon combination I really want to use for like combat, I guess you would say, for like light combat. I'm kind of thinking the flamethrower and the Spectra beam. Leave your favorites down in the comments below, as well as to maybe what amp I should combine to make things, because I've already made all the ones that I really want to make. Now it's just time to fuck around. Or let me know what you guys are going to be making for your gilded item this week. Next one is polarized, and this one really, maybe you guys are going to be less polarized about this because we did receive a Forma bundle in kind of like last week's standings, I guess you would say. But my issue is, what if you already used those 3 Forma? So I'm assuming that they're probably assuming that you're going to go ahead and get it from the relics that you go ahead and unlock. But then you have to build them and you have to go through that whole rigmarole. Then you got to find something that you haven't already polarized. So you might actually be polarizing things that you don't need to polarize just to get this and waste Forma. And a part of me is kind of like, why go and give us 3 Forma and then make us use it like next week over? So maybe we gotta buy Forma if we want to speed along on this mission. I don't know. Just me being a little bit of a critique, but those are really the 2 that get on my nerves big time this week. But, you know, go ahead and leave me your feelings on that in the comments as well. I feel like I'm saying in the comments a lot, but these Nightwave mission thingies are going to be a little bit more interactive than the normal Rob videos. But the one thing that I will kind of highlight, and this is one of the things that I'm almost going to leave as a challenge to you guys, I hate spy missions with a motherfucking passion. But when I saw this complete 3 spy missions, I thought in my head, you know what? I really should go ahead and try to really learn the Kuva Fortress spy missions. Now, I'm sure there are plenty of you guys who have already done that a million times over, but whenever I go into the Kuva Fortress spy missions, I just kind of get by on like luck and throwing switches. Like last time I was there, I was just like jumping around through crevices and flipping switches, and I didn't really understand what they were doing or maybe even the optimal path for them. So the challenge for me this week is complete 3 spy missions, and what I'm going to toss out for you guys is maybe take a look at some of the missions you're weaker in or missions that you're not super fond of doing. Find a new area to do them with, explore along with that. And in fact, what I would almost say is if you don't end up finding some of these, like the rescue missions or the mobile defense missions, go and find a new tile set that you haven't done them on in quite some time, just to kind of mix things up a little bit. So that's what I'm putting out there for you guys this week. However, what I want to go ahead and do now is show you a couple of my favorite Nightwave things, which of course is the Nightwave Sigil and Wild Frenzy. We're going to go ahead and jump into the Simulacrum for that one. Alrighty, so the lighting in the Simulacrum is a little bit, like, not the greatest to show off the sigil, but tell me that is not one dope-ass sigil. I don't know, maybe it's just me and my fondness of circular things, as you could probably tell, but I love it. I love the looks of it. I love kind of like the whooshy patterning. Again, I'm a big fan of Welcome to Night Vale, so this kind of brings me into the Warframe variation of that, but I definitely love the sigil. The other thing that I'm surprisingly loving is actually the Wild, whatever it's called, Wild Frenzy. So my build for the Prisma Grucata actually included the one with the multi-shot. What is it called? The Vigilante Armaments, maybe? It's probably Vigilante Armaments with the 60% multi-shot. So I went ahead and swapped that out for Wild Frenzy, and I was like, I looked at it and I was like, I'm losing so much damage with Vigilante Armaments, and because of the fact that it kind of drops status too, because you don't get as much multi-shot on there, and I was like, this is the dumbest. And it is very dumb. But it's also kind of fucking hilarious to the point where I kind of love it. So let's go ahead and take a look at how this performs. So I've actually gone ahead and queued a couple things up. So we have 4 Corrupted Butcher, 2 Corrupted Bombard. I've got them at level 100 because, you know, we'll try it at level 165. I don't think it's going to be all that fantastic there, but let's go ahead and give it a shot. I'm going to toss on Invincibility on my little Loki, and let's see how this goes. But tell me, this is not kind of fucking hilarious! And look at that, we're refilled back at 120 in the clip. Bitch, give me some space. And we're back up to 120 now. Let's see if we can kill. Oh, we can't. I was not able to kill this Bombard. Yeah, it's gonna have to be used on a lot of trash enemies. And because of the fact that the Prisma Grucata does rely on a lot of status procs, it's probably not going to be the greatest. But if you want to take out trash and refill your ammo based on that, I think it's kind of great. Like maybe burn some of this on the bigger enemies, and then go through and kind of like kill some trash mobs with it, so you get the refill on it, and then go through and kind of like, you know, put some into those enemies right there, and then kind of line up. It's a little bit hard to control, but at least you can go ahead and do a full refill like that, and then maybe, just maybe, I mean, this isn't realistic, clearly. Maybe you can do this with like a little bit of a chroma action, you know what I mean? And maybe, oh no. So we wasted a clip there. Yeah. So not great on the heaviest of enemies, but again, we are fighting level 100. So maybe if you're doing normal star chart stuff, it'll be a really, really fun mod to play around with on that. I almost don't want to test it on 165s, but I did say that we were going to. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I'm going to just try it on the trash mobs, to be honest with you. I'm just going to try it on the butchers to see exactly how effective it is. Wait, did I get it? No, I did not get it. Ah, shit. It's because the status is really working for you towards the end. Okay, we're able to refill there, so that's absolutely fantastic. And then for this guy, because we're already sacrificing a lot of damage. We're already sacrificing a lot of damage because of the fact that we got rid of vigilante armaments for a little bit of fun-entertainment, as you guys can see here. I guess entertainment and fun are the same thing, aren't they? So it's not necessarily the greatest out there. But, Star Chart stuff, I'm gonna say, I would definitely enjoy this on. But as you can see, we're already down to like 200. Yeah, well, listen, we're just gonna pretend none of that happened, and we're gonna go ahead and close things out here. Please don't try to kill me, stupid bombard. While I go ahead and read off the couple of comments that I went ahead and pulled off of last week's video. I said that I was going to do a little bit of a conversational thing, and keep in mind that these videos are going to be a bit more conversational than the normal videos. But Box Trickster said they are making this all too, in parentheses, hard, and the reason why I kind of edited that comment was because he clarified himself in subsequent comments. But again, he said, they're making this all too hard, but I changed it to time consuming. For a person with a job who can't get on every night to keep up, it gets to the point where why should I bother if I'll never reach the top tier. So one of the things that I kind of want to put out there for you guys real quick is that DE has gone on record saying that you only need to complete about 60% of the Nightwaves that are out there. So even if you're not gonna like be able to max out every single Nightwave that you've got, maybe hitting up some of the bigger ones and clearing those out and not worrying about some of the smaller ones might be a good strategy to take that on. So again, 60% to get yourself all the way up to max, and then after that, if you are a person that is consistently completing every single one, what you'll have is prestige levels. So once you max out, you'll be able to go back and prestige all of the ranks again, but instead they won't reward you anything cool, new, and fancy. It'll just be wolf creds. So again, don't stress if you're not getting all of these done every single week. You only got to do 60%. This is just like school, right? Like 60% is a D, 50% was an F. It's been a long time. D means diploma, you're okay. Justin Carruthers says, if you haven't watched Russian Doll, you're a fool, fix it. And this is in response to the fact that I was asking for Netflix suggestions to help me pass the time during those boring ass, bounties that were out in the plains last week. So if you guys have watched Russian Doll, let me know if it's definitely something that I should go and watch. I actually just knocked out Queer as Folk Season 3, which was fantastic, as always. And I'm starting JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for all of the anime fans out there. And I'm going to be honest with you, watched a couple episodes, and the name on the tin is exactly what is delivered. It is a bizarre adventure. Like, within the first 2 episodes, there's like time skips and vampires. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm gonna go ahead and keep on with it because a lot of people are telling me that it gets even better as time goes on. So let me know if it's something that I should stick to, and also if there are any other series on Netflix that I should go ahead and check out. And last but not least, Salen Stormwing says, at 5:02, Rob just told folks to mine for fish. How I mine for fish? Well, it's very simple. See, in this case, I was talking about ancient fish that were fossilized and are in amber. So you just go to a cave and you mine up some amber that may contain some fish, and that is how you mine for fish. So that about does it for this installment. Let me know if you guys are excited about Wild Frenzy, if it looks like something that you'll actually use, how you guys like the Nightwave sigil, as well as any fun, interesting ideas on how to take on this week's batch. So that about does it for me for now, and as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you later, dreamers. Bye-bye. Wow, it's still cringy. Ugh.